A Molotov cocktail, also known as a petrol bomb, gasoline bomb, bottle bomb, poor man's grenade, fire bomb, fire bottle or just Molotov, sometimes shortened as Molly, is a generic name used for a variety of bottle-based improvised incendiary weapons. Due to the relative ease of production, Molotov cocktails have been used by criminals, rioters, urban guerrillas, terrorists, irregular soldiers, or even regular soldiers shot on equivalent military-issue weapons. The name, Molotov cocktail, was coined by the Finns during the Winter War. Called Molotovan koktli in Finnish. The name was a pejorative reference to Soviet Foreign Minister Vyacheslav Molotov, who was one of the architects of the Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact signed in late August 1939. The name's origin came from the propaganda Molotov produced during the Winter War. Mainly his declaration on Soviet state radio that bombing missions over Finland were actually airborne humanitarian food deliveries for their starving neighbors. As a result, the Finns sarcastically dubbed the Soviet cluster bombs Molotov bread baskets, in reference to Molotov's propaganda broadcasts. When the handheld bottle firebomb was developed to attack Soviet tanks, the Finns called it the Molotov cocktail, as a drink to go with his food parcels. A Molotov cocktail is a breakable glass bottle containing a flammable substance such as petrol, alcohol, or a napalm-like mixture, with some motor oil added, and usually a source of ignition such as a burning cloth wick held in place by the bottle's stopper. The wick is usually soaked in alcohol or kerosene, rather than petrol. In action, the wick is lit and the bottle hurled at a target such as a vehicle or fortification. When the bottle smashes on impact, the ensuing cloud of fuel droplets and vapor is ignited by the attached wick, causing an immediate fireball followed by spreading flames as the remainder of the fuel is consumed. Other flammable liquids such as diesel fuel, methanol, turpentine, jet fuel, and isopropyl alcohol have been used in place of, or combined with petrol. Thickening agents such as solvents, foam polystyrene, baking soda, petroleum jelly, tar, strips of tire tubing, nitrocellulose, XPS foam, motor oil, rubber cement, detergent and dish soap have been added to promote adhesion of the burning liquid and to create clouds of thick, choking smoke. In addition, toxic substances are also known to be added to the mixture, to create a suffocating or poisonous gas on the resulting explosion, effectively turning the Molotov cocktail into a makeshift chemical weapon. These include bleach, chlorine, various strong acids, and pesticide. Improvised incendiary devices of this type were used in warfare for the first time in the Spanish Civil War between July 1936 and April 1939. Before they became known as Molotov cocktails. In 1936, General Francisco Franco ordered Spanish nationalist forces to use the weapon against Soviet T-26 tanks supporting the Spanish Republicans in a failed assault on the nationalist stronghold of Seseng, near Toledo, 40 kilometers south of Madrid. After that, both sides used simple petrol bombs or petrol-soaked blankets with some success. Tom Wintringham, a veteran of the International Brigades, later publicized his recommended method of using them. We made use of petrol bombs, roughly as follows. Take a 2 pounds glass jam jar. Fill with petrol. Take a heavy curtain, half a blanket, or some other heavy material. Wrap this over the mouth of the jar. Tie it round the neck with string. Leave the ends of the material hanging free. When you want to use it, have somebody standing by with a light. Put a corner of the material down in front of you. Turn the bottle over so that petrol soaks out round the mouth of the bottle and drips onto this corner of the material. Turn the bottle right way up again. Hold it in your right hand. Most of the blanket bunched beneath the bottle. With your left hand take the blanket near the corner that is wetted with petrol. Wait for your tank. When near enough, your pal lights the petrol-soaked corner of the blanket. Throw the bottle and blanket as soon as this corner is flaring. See that it drops in front of the tank. The blanket should catch in the tracks or in a cog wheel, or wind itself round an axle. The bottle will smash. But the petrol should soak the blanket well enough to make a really healthy fire which will burn the rubber wheels on which the tank track runs, set fire to the carburetor or frizzle the crew. Do not play with these things. They are highly dangerous. The Battle of Khalkham Gol, a border conflict of 1939 ostensibly between Mongolia and Manchukuo, saw heavy fighting between Japanese and Soviet forces. Short of anti-tank equipment, Japanese infantry attacked Soviet tanks with gasoline-filled bottles. Japanese infantrymen claimed that several hundred Soviet tanks had been destroyed this way, though Soviet loss records do not support this assessment. On 30 Nov.